Alright, you might want to check your skills.
Yep.
Oh right, I got stuff from talking to people about jump. Increases your truth bullet rate of fire, effective during the non-stop debate, and the bullet time.
Don't worry
You'll
about it.
understand once you get into it. You want to apply whatever skills you have because
You'll
you
have
have
two anyways.
one, I think.
I should have
Yeah.
two. I have Sayaka's and
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who did I get Robot Jock
Yeah.
from?
That's Leon.
That's Leon's, right? Ironically, I made
Yeah.
sure to be friends with the motherfucker. I
There
gave
you
you
go.
a CD! Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Oh, did I not get
Leon.
Sakura's?
No,
Oh no, because
that's
I
not-
didn't have a
gave
gift
you
for
an
her.
SP boost.
I didn't have
Yeah.
a gift for her. Okay.
No, I think the skill get and stuff is based on how many times you've had like a
Conversations,
friendship
yeah.
date basically with them. And I think
Yeah.
they have 5 in total
Oh.
each.
Well, I mean, I
Mhm.
only had one friendship date with both Sayaka and Leon, but I happened to give both of them gifts, so I just kind of assumed that, like, on your first date, if you managed to give them a gift, it would get to the same level.
No, I get you. I think they they have like early skills.
Alright.
That's all.
Can Makoto
That's-
sweep away the cloud of suspicion surrounding him, even with the dead body laying in his bathroom? I should read that slower. And what about the Blackened, who's actually responsible for... This goddamn list.
Sayaka's. Yes.
Alright.
Everyone get ready.
I'm ready.
Trial!
Or
All
am I?
rise!
All right.
All rise for the
You're all right,
Honorable
Sandy.
Monokuma.
Let's begin with a basic
Okay.
explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
I'm nervy.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. If you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the Blackened. The one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer is really one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay, then, everyone close your eyes, and whoever did it, raise your hand.
Can we hit him?
Did you think that would be effective?
I love this idea because if someone's dumb enough,
Yeah,
it might be.
yeah.
Leon.
Killer says what?
Yeah, right?
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Leon, why did
What's
you do
going
it?
on with those pictures?
It'd feel really awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Aw.
That,
I
that's
mean,
a
it's
really
nice
fucked
and
up
a
way of saying that,
fucked up.
right? Like... okay then.
Uh,
God, I love this man! I love this man so much! God damn it!
Friendship penetrates?
God
Sweats profusely.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Sus.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready, get started.
yeah, that's really sus. Like, we're gonna have, like, a classic midterm school transfer or some bullshit.
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. Yes, motherfucker, we know. I have to be ready to
Yeah.
speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Narrator! Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. Non-stop debate, huh? Okay. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. Ah, okay, there's still more. You overestimate my brain capacity, game! What this means is that you'll
It's
have
okay,
to
you got
use
us.
your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the chamber. So, use the mouth to aim, then fire with your left mouse button. Okay. Pay
Shooting
close attention,
them.
right? Play. No, I did it again. Pay close attention. Damn it!
No, I did it again. Is
Pay
the way
close
you said
attention
that.
to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. I have one control, that is the left mouse button. Well then, good luck and have fun. Good luck, don't die.
Don't die, don't suck.
Make your argument. Evidence
Okay,
of a
get
struggle.
ready, everybody.
Yeah.
You got to keep your eyes on the screen. Whoever comes up, be ready to talk.
I have a problem, okay?
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka,
Yeah, we know that part already.
and the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise when she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
I clicked.
You have to shoot
gotta
the
shoot
word.
You have to shoot the word.
Well, that's stupid. Oh no, I did it, right? Did I do it?
No.
No.
Nope.
So it's gonna repeat. We don't have to repeat our lines. You can move through them
Yeah.
quickly,
Something's
but you
off
have
about
to shoot the actual words, and
Oh,
there's a
okay.
reason
Yeah.
for it that will come up
You'll,
later.
yeah.
The game did
Okay.
not say that. If Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened in my room. We'd like to take a quick side. If you're unable to spot and refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Oh, okay. Within a group of statements, some words in a different color. Did you happen to notice? No, I didn't. Were they not all white?
No.
No, the words, the bottom part of her statement there were in the golden yellow color.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That represents a potential hole in the person's statement, a weak spot. These weak spots are real important, though not always inaccurate, sections of a person's statement. Your truth bullets are only effective against— okay. When you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding down the control key. Good luck and have fun again.
So yeah, we'll go through it again.
It's gonna be like down here somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Faster.
She was in the
And
bathroom.
no, the next one.
Oh, there we— oh, I see, okay. Oh, okay, objection!
Objection.
Whoa, you broke Chihiro!
Come in! Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Chihiro was never there.
Yeah, she hasn't gone. With the way things have been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
Maybe when they found Sayaka and Makoto.
A struggle? Between who? And who?
Really? At least one of those who's you know, huh? Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
Bitch, yes. She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try to hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the crime scene. It shouldn't even need explaining. Sorry.
For Chihiro.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Because I can faintly hear it now for some reason versus the very first time we played this. It's interesting to note that Sakura's voice is so feminine.
Deep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But
they got
graceful.
that.
she has a nice voice.
Sakura
Wow.
might be one of my favorites.
We
This is starting to sound like a real trial.
need to determine what was used to get— really? Do we?
It was
Really?
sticking out of her.
Yeah, welcome to Danganronpa, man. Get ready for
Alright.
a lot of this.
Okay.
Here we go.
Like, your argument.
Kitchen knife
Here we
set. I like that it tells me what to look out for, though, at least. It's not like just like, choose a random bullet or some shit.
It will. So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
A little faster.
Without a doubt, that was the murder weapon.
So the killer you
Objection! It wasn't random!
Misaki, ready?
It's like it was like, no,
No, I do not—
you won't.
No, sorry. I do think it was a
Sorry.
knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Almost.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
which means the knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. You could have sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
There we go.
Sorta?
Sort of, kind of.
Sayaka is a very fit, petite idol. She is not wide enough to hide that knife. In any direction.
There's only one person who could,
Oh.
and he's still alive.
Come on.
We can
And
see
if
right
you
there.
look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get
A
us?
confession! Sorry.
Yeah, you're looking real
There's the look
sus
on
there,
his face.
Leon.
I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right? But that's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Y'all are assholes.
Guess we know what the...
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Best girl.
Damn right. Well, can we talk all we want? It's not going to change that conclusion.
You're desperate, bitch.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that? ...
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? You can concentrate by holding down the space key. I can? While you're concentrating, time will slow down, so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun!
Don't die.
Always a count? Oh, of the who went into the kitchen. Okay.
Right.
Or dining hall. Everyone ready?
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us? Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it with the secret when no one was in the
Shut the
dining
fuck up,
hall.
Toko! Objection!
Right.
Okay, wait, hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead, say it all you
I will
want.
slap you. But what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Would it be great if this is the point where he like betrayed you?
Yeah, right? She's just like, oh, I don't know.
Huh?
Yeah, I've seen him take the knife.
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives are still there. But when I finished my tea, I went back to the kitchen to wash my glass. One of the knives was gone.
You're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall?
Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me coming into the dining hall?
No. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Like, why would anyone
Both
listen to Toko at this point? She just insults everybody every time she talks about anyone else that's not her. And she's like,
She's...
Shut up, you idiot.
I want to
Baka.
murder her. This is what's going to happen right now.
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Her little hair whoosh changes shape based on her emotions.
Yep.
Great.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murderer is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
That sucks.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
Not that we knew any of this going into the trial, but
Touche.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Chihiro, see?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief. Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case.
I like that Monokuma comes up because he's like, yeah, okay, they didn't actually know about that, so... Fine.
I mean, he's truthful, if anything. Oops,
Oh.
did I say that out loud?
He's also floating on his chair, not actually sitting on it. Great.
2D
His legs are
versus
so
3D.
spread.
Anyway, oh my god.
There's a reason he's that
Hair
voice.
spreading.
I didn't go to the dining hall and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then who did take the knife?
It seems the obvious candidate after... Oh, Hina seems to be the obvious... I don't know why I missed that whole word. Hina seems the obvious candidate after all. She just said she was in the dining hall. No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can't.
Can? That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
And this is only being mentioned to us now. Thank you, Hina.
It's bad.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me?
Fucking idiot.
Are you kidding me, Leon? Are you kidding?
Oh, look.
Jesus Christ.
You see Leon's jacket? And the cuffs, anyways. But then, couldn't either of them have grabbed a knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
Don't yell at me.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Scandalous.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I really wasn't thinking. I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
No, bitch.
Nope.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem. It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together. It's unwholesome.
Oh dear.
Sir.
Uh-oh.
Taka.
Taka! She's a...
No.
Taka, no.
Don't worry. But I'm a girl.
Did you not... The uniform? Taka!
The fact that we
Did you
all
just
called her
assume,
she.
Taka?
Did you just assume Sakura?
What? You are? Oh my gosh, I am so sorry.
You should be. You should be, fucker.
Oh, but at least he, like, immediately apologizes.
That's true. But if it wasn't
I
either
guess
of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other person. There is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, that's true. One other person did come into the dining hall while we were there. Leon.
And why didn't you say so in the first place?
Clearly, I don't think.
Oh.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Junko.
Oh.
Or even... Oh
could've
no! Did Sayaka
No,
grab the knife
Sayaka!
herself to try and, like...
She was looking for a weapon.
For
Remember, she was looking
self-defense.
for a self-defense weapon and couldn't
No!
find one with Makoto.
Oh god,
But
she
the
was...
sword was in the room.
Fudge!
The sword is in the room, though. Why would she need?
Because
No,
she pointed out that that sword was not good for self-defense.
Well, not only that, but she was with
said
him.
she wanted another weapon.
She wanted a weapon for herself, and he took it back to his room. She probably had it in her room and brought it with her when she went to go talk to him. Didn't even think.
Yeah, she was like, she probably grabbed the knife before making the plan to ask to swap rooms, right?
Oh my god. Sayaka. She was the one who came into the dining hall. Then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? So the person who took the knife from the kitchen was...
Monokuma.
Sayaka's the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. I'm thinking back on it. She was acting kind of unusual.
Killed with her own self-defense weapon.
I know.
When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she was... Oh my goodness, look at that. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water, but most likely...
Carl.
Carl?
The
Oh,
person
he
who
was
took the knife
hydrating me.
was-
Thank you, Carl.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was actually sending the hydrate when she said the water. So I'm like, speaking of. Anyway, the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her and she was killed with it.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
It's come full
What?
circle.
Hey, bitch, I am one of the only people in this 15 who doesn't have a white button-up shirt, but we'll get there. Look at me!
Yes.
I'm emo as fuck!
Nobody else has seen the fabric except for you and
He did
Hifumi.
do it
I know.
after all.
No, you're wrong.
So that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
If I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because, you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering.
Cleaned up.
Yeah, no, the door.
Oh,
Why would I
the
have
door!
broken the handle if I knew how to get in?
And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
I love
That's
that.
a
They
lot of
cleaned their room!
Listen,
shade.
a lot of info was shared in that one conversation. I forgot
No,
about
but
the door.
it was
Shame
just
on me.
good comedic timing of like,
Mm-hmm.
The floor!
it was
Yes.
his room, and it seems really weird that he would have done something. He cleaned! Okay, Mondo.
In my defense, it's accurate. He said he didn't ever
Yeah,
do
he was like,
it
no, I didn't.
before.
Why?
I love it.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Hair.
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin.
These.
Here we
As
go.
things advance further in the class trial, a Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. What the fuck?
Oh god, that's gonna be so that's gonna be
Complete
hard.
the phrase
Yeah.
by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the
I
mouse
feel
to
like-
aim and... But yes?
I feel like this will be one of the situations where the three people who have played this game,
Yeah,
knowing the word might help.
yeah.
It's
So if
better
you're-
than
Only
yours,
if you
so I
need
don't
it.
know you.
Is it hair?
I'm,
The first word just hair?
Oh, well, I don't remember. We have to see the.
I know what it is. Do you want
Oh,
me to
that
tell
helps.
you?
If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer you'll
Supple.
you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well, good luck and have fun.
You could
Something should
try
have been
it
in
on
the
your own
scene.
first,
Yeah,
and then have Chris help if we fuck it up.
Yeah.
that must be the crucial point. We can just figure out what that something is. Can I still use the spacebar during this thing to slow it down, or
No.
is that not? Okay.
Nope.
Where's my reticle?
Although having a mouse will make this a lot easier.
As
Yeah.
opposed to
Yeah.
my mind palace. It's hair. It's only 4 letters.
Oh yeah, it definitely is.
R R.
So yellow means you have to
R.
shoot them more. There you go.
You did it. Well, that was a
Hold
lot
it.
easier than I thought it was going to
I'm
be.
sure the
That's
words
the
are
first
gonna
one.
get longer. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's right.
Trust me, things are gonna get way more complicated.
Okay, hold on. Side note, I was right. It was cleaning the floor. Ha!
Yeah.
Suck it, guys.
There's one
It's just the way you
Hangman's
said it.
Gambit in this game that is entire BS, and those who played it before know exactly which one I mean.
I know what you're talking about, Boba. Don't worry, we're gonna help. We're gonna help her when it gets there.
Second game, the Hangman's Gambit is way worse.
Oh,
Yeah,
excellent.
it was
They
just
made
great
it
because they call it the
stupid.
improved Hangman Gambit.
Yeah.
It's
And it
It's
was
improved
worse.
from Monokuma.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Anyways,
Mhm.
There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
Improved to torture.
Mhm.
So, the culprit removed some evidence.
Yes, and if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene's my room.
Oh, that's me.
Yep.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Look at Leon looking a
No,
little
the whole
nervous over there.
Body.
That makes sense, does it not?
No, it doesn't, Celeste, because the body was there. That's more of a trace that she was there than her hair.
No,
Eh?
if that was the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair. You Lolita motherfucker.
Thank you.
Yes, very true, very true.
This man.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
Seriously, his jacket is tit for tat for the fabric we saw on the ground. Look at it.
Yeah, see, even
I've been trying to look at it since Niwo said it, but it really
The
is.
buttons.
And
Yeah.
this was the first time he's shown up since Niwo said it.
Mhm. The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
You hear that, Toko? Beyond fucking reason. Bitch.
Checkmate, bitch.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit. But are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No, there are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done
Look at
it.
her. Look at her. Little, like, confident smirk.
She's
God,
a
I'm
bitch.
so
I love the
smart.
implication that he has multiple sets of the exact same outfit like a cartoon character. Yes. Yes.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
Yes.
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
yeah. Then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was a clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yes. Killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke. Why are you doing this? to me?
Or...
Why the whole list? Last one was 3. Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob
You-
for my bathroom. It was completely broken. The top part was unscrewed, and the doorknob was ready to fall off. He says C, but like... I'm just gonna tell you.
Oh yeah, true, but what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
I love you, Kyoko. Thank you.
No problem, babe. So, what you're saying, he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it. You still don't see. Okay then.
Because he's...
Let's take another look
Mhm.
at how the
A bad
incident
boy.
unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
It was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? A bit more to learn about non-stop debate. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. Oh, okay. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction. Not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. The truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll lower your trust with everyone. Now this is important, because if your influence gauge goes to 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies. Good luck and have fun.
Basically, we're gonna have to
Read it this
them.
time, yeah. I can't just click when I see yellow.
Yeah.
Bathroom door frame.
Only one truth bullet still, though.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her, and they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try to bust down the door. Because Taka had locked it.
Bitch, I don't have a lock on my door!
What?
Which you know, because you're also a boy!
Dum-dum.
You dum-dum.
I'm a...
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Oh my god, Leon thought it was locked because he thought it was Sayaka's room.
Yeah!
Oh my god.
Yes.
Leon,
Now that you
Gavin.
mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can attest to that.
Yep. True as true can be.
The music changed to Monokuma music.
I mean, it has since Monokuma.
But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door. That's not lucky at all.
Actually,
So
I think it is kind of lucky.
A warped sense of luck. So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked, so they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
It's their fault they didn't notice that the pillow and garbage can weren't purple when they walked in.
But then who did switch the nameplates?
Yeah, that is actually the part that we're kind of missing. Killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene that they didn't know was that the crime took place in my room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to talk about the nameplates. I was like, I can't read, y'all. The killer must not have realized it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
Inconceivable!
You keep saying that word, but I don't think you know what it means.
I do not think it means what you think it means.
Yes, sorry.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
So what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
There would have been a lock on the door, and they wouldn't have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident, but the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door open.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So, the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Eat your words. Eat them. I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it? I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
KK.
GG.
Hifumi.
But what happens if we can't decide who we think did it?
I love that they'd all just assumed it was me, so it does kind of sound like I was the only one who bothered investigating. That's why they're all just like, "Whoa,
I mean, yeah.
You and Kyoko kind of were.
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rule.
Kiyotaka, because if we get it wrong, you will die! Come on, man! Come on!
Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
For super cereal guys, man bear pig.
Aki. And Aki.
Oh, she might be grabbing...
Oh, she might be. Yeah, okay.
Is she muted?
Yeah, she's
She
muted.
is.
Okay, then yeah, she's grabbing her food.
Oh.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem. Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question. What the fuck? Oh, you. You don't gotta sound so disappointed. Can you not make this as long?
It's fine. It's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so,
What the?
don't worry about my background music. I said
Okay.
my line. Well, I was just wondering how the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative.
Oh,
If you
we
remember,
did.
Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine, then how about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Mizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh ho, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Yeah,
Wow.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... Switching rooms?
Yes.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place. The same goes for you, Sayaka, no matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. I'm just gonna skip this, because it's a flashback. And I think she's getting her food.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me, can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Oh my god. Did she try to kill Leon? Check the nameplates to make sure she switched them herself. Okay, now I want to wait till Aki gets back because she also deserved to hear and see.
That is a big truth bomb.
Oh no!
The twist.
She wanted to
What
kill.
What if she didn't
She was going to
change
kill.
the nameplates though?
Well, she's the only one who could have. Because she and I were the only two who knew. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And if she wrote a note saying, make sure to check the nameplate so you don't get the wrong room, so that way whoever she sent this to wouldn't go and see me in her room. It means that she wanted to kill him and pin it on me. Cry! Betrayal! How could you do this? I loved you, I think.
No, Makoto 100% loved Sayaka.
I'm pretty sure Misaki said it for herself.
That's good.
How could this happen to me?
I made the mistake.
Hey, I need to BRB hella bad because my Uber Eats driver just threatened to cancel my delivery because they refused to find the front door.
Oh.
So, I'll be right back. Fuck.
Okay.
Wow, that's
She muted before she said "fuck Uber Eats." Just fuck Oob.
Fuck oop.
Should I wait
Oob was
or should we catch her
a
up?
fun
after?
little character to do
that's
PvP.
that's up to you.
I mean, I'm fine waiting. I don't actually mind if these sessions go past 3 p.m. As long
Yeah,
as
I was
everyone
gonna-
else is still alive.
I'm fine. Like,
I'm good.
I'm good. I want to see this through. I was gonna actually ask you, do you want to go into overtime?
I mean, I have no choice. I
I mean,
can't,
we can finish this chapter.
like, I can't
Yeah.
exit and save in the middle of a case anyway.
I think you can.
Yeah.
I mean, you should be able to.
I
Really?
think you can open up the
Yeah.
pause menu.
They said I could open it up for
Whatever button
controls,
it
but I
is.
didn't think I could save.
It seems weird that they wouldn't let you save.
Oh, in between.
Yeah, like
Oh.
what if like, oh, you have to,
You make a wrong
You know.
decision.
Yeah, have
I
to
was gonna
replay the
How about
entire
that?
trial if you make the wrong decision as the last decision.
no, what I meant was like, what if like you're playing and it's like,
Ah.
oh, I have to like go to work or something. It's like save and
Work can take
Yeah,
a
Boba
back
said
seat.
you can save during the static talking sections, but not during the bullet time.
Yeah.
That
I
makes
think
sense.
work is more important than 2D. No.
no, you're right.
Game developers don't think we work.
12 seconds later.
I guess I will progress, but we'll have to catch Aki up. She come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, that's fair. I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil.
Oh, look at Kyoko. She has to be some kind of ultimate investigator. Aki moved.
Oh,
I'm
Aki,
here
good
back.
timing.
Oh!
Hey.
Ah!
Ah.
Ah!
Good time.
all right.
I'm sorry.
Do we need to
It's alright.
call?
No,
Do we
don't-
need to call and complain and send angry letters to Uber Eats?
Maybe
Canadian
I'm
way.
literally so frustrated, but I'll tell you later. It's fine. Let's play the game.
So we just
Because
we waited for you. So the only thing you missed was that Kyoko found a notepad and we briefly read it just now. Basically, it's a note from Sayaka asking someone to meet her in her room. And it very specifically said, be sure to check the nameplates on the doors so you don't get confused.
Sayakia was the one who changed the nameplates around.
I did partially hear that. Yes. Thank you for waiting for me. I'm very sorry.
No, it's okay.
Don't apologize.
We were
You
ranting
have
about
food?
Yeah.
Admitted.
I have.
Yeah,
I
pretty
found
much.
it.
Mhm.
Okay.
It was on the other side of the building. Like I had to walk like literally to the entire other side of the fucking building. It was annoying. I'll
Thank
throw
God
it
for
in.
that
It's fine.
boot.
We have food at least.
Yeah, I'm fine.
And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man, I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! Better make sure to rip out the paper before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't, because the note is also bears the perfectly legible signature, Sayaka's signature.
in that note, Sayaka wrote it? Why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under the door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If
Aw.
you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Someone who likes 2D.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have had
Sorry.
any effect on me.
My bad.
Said it.
I'm sorry.
Imp, yes, it's monogavtoire.
Yeah.
No. That's your new Twitch name.
Monogavtoire.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are all involved in what happened.
Huh?
Huh? What makes you say that?
Mm-hmm. Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then, pay attention.
Okay. I am confusion, actually. Dorm nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, what specifically says, quote, my room.
So if someone were to read that note, and they would have gone to Sakura's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It would certainly seem that way.
The killer went to my room instead of Sayaka's, and the reason for that is the nameplates. Yeah, but where was I supposed to shoot? Everything she said was right.
Do you want me
No,
to
Switch rooms.
The room you were staying in was the...
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to come to. The place they were asked to come to. It specifically says my room.
Is that the...
So
No.
if someone had read that note, they would have gone to Sayaka's room. Exactly, the room that Makoto was in.
That one?
Yeah. Yep.
Pew.
Objection! The nameplates on Maya and Sayaka's rooms got switched. Oh, she didn't
They-
know! Okay.
Got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room has Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room. Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the name was, well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right.
Okay, so then who did it?
Sayaka.
He's starting to sweat.
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we'd switched rooms.
Monokuma.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who knew that we swapped rooms. So the only other person besides me who would know to switch the nameplates, Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Something I want to talk to you about. Come see, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come into the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you switched rooms? Why would anyone do that? She knew she was gonna die.
To understand that,
No, I think she wanted to kill the person she invited and gonna frame it on me.
we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
We still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. She suggested I should bring a weapon into my room. I think she honestly wanted to frame me. I feel betrayed. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell do you
Betrayal.
possibly know that? That's what broke her wrist.
Oh my god, she did say she was gonna do anything she could to get to stay on the stage and graduate, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, she
Get
was
back
gonna
to her
frame you.
idols.
Mm-hmm.
She was gonna frame you.
The reason I know Sayaka's was just broken with the fake sword is because when you did it, this or the sword.
I feel like both work.
I feel like there was... Because there's the gold on her
All
wrist.
you have to do is take a look at her broken wrist and it should be pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery, see?
Is that gold?
That glitters is gold.
Sure is, specifically the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer. All right, then it's about time we solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? And what led to Sayaka's death is what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Fuck you know.
Yeah, it gets way more complicated.
Just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots. Yes. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage. Press the Q key to rotate the cylinder. Okay. Press and release the Q key to cycle. Press and... Okay, so yeah, tap it. Or you can use the mouse wheel. Nope. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, it's set to mean. What?
They teach you the hard way.
What?
Trial
Tough
by
love,
fire.
baby.
No!
Good luck.
I don't wanna!
What's through that cylinder, baby?
I don't wanna!
It's
Replica
become a
sword
machine
sheath,
gun.
kitchen knife set, replica sword. These are all the same fucking thing.
No, they're not.
But I mean, the fight broke out.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Shut up, I got that right.
They laugh.
Thanks for being the one talking, Hiro.
Actually, no, I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See, there's a gash in it, like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
At least he knows his
Right? He
limitations.
acknowledges. He's like, okay, hang on. Please. If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit. Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
I saved Leon's life, but he also had to kill Sayaka, and now he's still going to die, even though she was the one who... That doesn't seem fair.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
So Sayaka attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out.
Damn, the plot
The
twist I didn't
culprit
see
came
coming.
in, found the kitchen knife hidden there
Oh,
somewhere.
Kiyotaka, you're so stupid. I love you, but you're so stupid.
Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Give him props for.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself. What? How the hell can you not think that? Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Her hand.
Mm-hmm. Part of her body that shows she never used the sword. What part of your stomach?
Her stomach.
You're talking about her palms, right? Palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up that sword.
I just picture her like charging at Leon like a sword in her stomach. Just like the stupid just holding it with her belt.
Ew!
Ew.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's okay.
How can you
Using
know
the
that
first
just by?
mouth.
Oh. How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Hina, were you not listening to anything we just said?
No, she's just thinking about food. It
Like I
calms her
said
down.
before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice a lot of the gold's already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that because whoever used the sword got it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't
This
think
girl's
so.
fucking
She is, yeah.
irritating.
Well, why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
I do
Oh
now.
my god, shut the fuck up! Nobody likes you.
No, that's not it at all. What the fuck? That has
I
nothing
like
to do
her.
with. There's
I
no
like
way
her,
Sayaka
Aki.
washed
I
the
like
gold
her.
coating off her hands because
Sorry, Chris.
the
but-
water is off at night.
Yep.
Because the water is off at night. She was afraid of water.
Yep.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was 1:30 a.m. In other words, nighttime, and the water is off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Bitch, you knew! You were
Actually,
there when we
I
went through the
haven't taken a
regulations.
shower here
3
yet.
fucking days.
We?
You haven't
3 days.
showered?
You didn't read?
You haven't showered?
3 days.
Oh.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a
Ew.
big, fat, ugly donkey.
Wow!
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or compliment.
That she's been paying attention to how he smells.
Yeah, someone's been paying
Yeah.
attention to him.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword.
Hold on.
But hold on, if that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Had to have been. She had the kitchen knife.
We established that, yes.
But we already said that the attack started with... The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Taka?
Now, do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she had been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen and then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife, then and attacked without provocation,
Indeed. These are all actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point, Makoto. Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... Me?
Yep.
Yeah. ...
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. I love how can we all take a look at Leon real
Yeah.
quick?
Yeah, that look, and that was the moment he realized.
He fucked
He
up.
did not fuck up. He did not fuck up. He killed the person who was trying to kill
He
him.
fucked up by listening to the note. What young
Right.
man could resist one that knew there was chance of murder? How about?
Or specifically into 2D.
And by committing the murder there instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So that's what. So all that's why she switched the names? But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms. Yeah, but...
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
There's one redeeming quality. In this sentence, Byakuya reveals he never actually thought I did the murder.
Well,
Like, he thinks I'm soft-hearted enough not to even just say that I switched rooms because it could implicate her. How could I possibly commit murder? Hey, Osage!
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why, out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
I was used, duped, deceived.
Dupe, just like Hina about that fucking crystal ball.
She was the ultimate pop sensation,
Was.
a totally forgettable kid, or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out? Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in return.
Why would she invite a boy? I'm starting to... Like, it had to have been Leon because of the whole everything else with the sleeve and the ball. But, like, why would you invite a boy, Sayaka? You have, like, 0 muscle mass.
Because she wanted it to be Makoto, right?
No, but why would she try to kill a boy?
well, it's probably
That's what I'm
easier.
saying,
You
is
probably
that-
assumed it was easier to lure a boy.
Than the girl, I guess. Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Why wouldn't you lure Hiro, who thinks that
Yeah.
it's all just a joke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't have been prepared enough to... Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Maybe because Hero's 21 and would think, a high school girl inviting me to her room?
No thanks.
No.
Sus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not
he would have
Hiro.
like
He's
he
not
would like
Matthew McConaughey.
he like puts his own note under the door. Thanks for the invite, but no thanks.
You're pranking me, right?
Yeah.
That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her. She died at the hands of the one she planned to murder.
Just hold on, that can't be true. Because
I love her. Hey, you guys have totally derailed the argument.
No,
You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
I don't want to kill Leon now.
no.
Oh, yeah. We gotta decide who we think did it.
Thank you for the hydrate.
I don't wanna.
Mm-hmm.
Makoto, right now you need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of
Is
us.
it murder if it's self-defense? I guess so.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Not in America.
It's more manslaughter.
Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? As far as clues go, we have so many more, my dude. We went to the trash. Shut your fucking face!